Ed boy, Ed boy.
You already know what it is. Gang, what's good? Interested coming back at you, and I want to take you into a trade that I took this past week. That I want to show it to you because that I don't want you to make the same mistake that I made. Now, I'm showing you this trade because I want to show you that I don't always take wins or get wins. I do take L's a lot. I'm still learning. There's still things that I am learning as a trader myself, but I want to take you into this trade, what I saw this week. I'm not gonna waste your time. We're gonna jump right into it. So for this day, I had bearish intentions. Meaning that I was looking to sell price for the morning. I'm gonna take you into it. As you know, you got to start on that daily chart and then just work your way down. From the daily chart, I didn't see much that I had to work with. And I don't think that I really saw much on the 4 hour as well. No, I didn't see too much on the 4 hour neither. So I went into my 1 hour. I didn't see much on that 1 hour either. And just ignore these highlighted areas. This is just me back testing some things. You don't have to worry about that. But I did. I didn't see too much on the 1 hour that I wanted to see neither. So what I did was I jumped to my 15-minute time frame, and I'm gonna take you to that trade. Give me one. It's right here. Sorry about that. So right here, and I'm gonna back it up just let you guys know. So I normally don't come to my chart until about 8:39, which I have to do better with. I have to start coming to my chart a little bit earlier. But this is what I saw when I came into that. When I came to try to take this trade here. So once I saw this, and I already had bearish intentions from what I saw, from what I was seeing, but I didn't really see too much of an entry from those higher time frames, from the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour. I didn't really see much of an area to really enter. But when I came to my 15-minute time frame, that's when I saw an area that I like, that I personally like. So what I did see here, we had a break of this low right here. We also had a feel of a little small imbalance right here on this candle right here, and then we did get a break here as well. So if you've been following ICT's mentorship for 2022, you will know that in imbalance fill that is filled, we can make that an intermediate term high or low. In this case, it would be an intermediate term low. What I call these lows boss lows or boss highs, but just for this situation, it's going to be that boss low. And then what I do is I wait for a break of that boss low. So this candle right here is what made that low for me. So once I get a break with that, I'm looking for that return to for two things. Either it's going to be the fair value gap or it's going to be the order block. Now I normally look for mostly just the fair value gap. That's why I like to take my entry. And when I saw the break of this fair value gap low and also the break of this short-term low, I was looking for a return into this fair value gap right here. And once I got a return into there, that's when I'm looking to take my trade, to take my entry. And this is also where I come in to look for I'll normally wait till on the 5-minute time frame to see what price is doing on that lower time frame. And I tend to take entry like on the lower time frames, as you can see, like on the 3-minute, the 2-minute, 1 minute, depending on what I see. But I also come here because you can also make that fair value gap, just tighten it up a little bit. You see you got a small one right here, but I tend to keep that higher time frame fair value gap highlighted, because once I'm on my lower time frames, I just kind of go off of price action from what I see. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna play it forward, and by this time, oh, right there. So by this time the equities market is open, we get that fair value gap fill, and then it overshoots it. So honestly, what I did was I entered off of this candle right here, and once I got that fill on that candle, I entered off of this candle, and honestly, I entered as it was going down. I didn't enter as price approached back in here. I entered as it was going down. Let's go to the 1 minute. Well, actually, no, I'll take that back. I apologize. I didn't enter just yet. I waited to see what price was going to do before I entered. So once I seen that price came back into my area of interest, I just waited. I waited patiently, and I saw that it wasn't giving me any indication that it wanted to go back down. It wasn't showing me, that it wanted to retrace back into any area. So I waited, and then as you can see, price started to break down, and then we had a small imbalance, a very, very small imbalance. This is where I entered, because what can happen, price can just overshoot your imbalances. It happens, you don't, it's not gonna always be perfect to the T, but price does come back into the small little imbalance. And this is the candle that I entered on. I entered on this candle right here. Now, normally what I do is either I place my stop above the imbalance candle, which would be right here, or I place my stops above here just in case I wasn't sure. I like to use the lower one just so that I can have like a much tighter stop loss, or depending on what I see, I tend to place it up above here just in case I'm not too sure. But I do remember I did place my stop about a little bit above here. I think I placed it about 44.85. I think I placed it about right there. And what I normally do, I tend to target a 1 to 3, but I would take partials at a 1 to 2, which would be around this area right here. And then I'll put my stops a little bit past profit, or I put them at break even. Knowing how I am, I'll put it a little bit past break even, because I don't like to give the market back any money. Even if it's break even, I don't like to give the market back no type of money. It's money that I earn. But as you can see, price came back in. We got a small little entry, and then so I also had noted that, okay, so once price gets right here, I can go ahead and take partials, put my stops at break even, and I just let the trade run. But what happened was I didn't do that. I'm not sure why I didn't do it. I did not take my partials around this area, and then price just came and then price, I think price did something. I can't remember. I'll play it for you guys. But I didn't take partials here, and I also didn't take note of this lower imbalance down here as well. So there was a lot of stuff that I did not take note of, I did not reference to, and that was my mistake. Those are things that happens as a trader. But as you can see, I took entry right here with this trade, I'm sorry, with this candle, and then I just let price play itself out. And as you can see right there, price gave me my 1 to 2, but I didn't take partials here. It was very I don't know why I didn't take partials here, and it was just a mistake. It was just a mistake that I did. Now what happened here, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what happened. Something happened. I think I probably went away from my chart, and I didn't, and I ended up not seeing this. And then by the time I came back, price was in a spot that I didn't like, and it was my own mistake. But as you can see, price did take my 1 to 3, but it did come into this imbalance as well. So let's just say for instance that you as a trader, you didn't you probably wasn't watching price, or you was away from your charts. You didn't set a take profit, you had your stop loss set, or whatever the case may be. This is the mistake that you don't want to make as a trader. I do believe, now that I think of it, I do believe that I stepped away from my chart for a moment, and I did not set my take profit, but I did set my stop loss so that I didn't take too crazy of a loss, so I didn't get stuck into the market. What happened here was I ended up taking a $1,300 loss. I ended up losing $1,300 just because I was being I stepped away from my chart. Something that you don't want to do as a trader, or you want to take your phone with you so that you can monitor your trades. But as you can see, price went in here right into this imbalance, and then look what happens after it hit this imbalance. Boom. Price came back up and takes me out, and it went higher, and it went higher. And that is one of the mistakes as a trader that you don't want to make. You don't I'm telling you this because you want to stick to those guidelines that you make. You want to take your partials, and this is why you always want to take your partials. You always want to get out when you say that you're going to get out, because this type of thing can happen to you as a trader. You don't want to lose $1,300 as a trader. And then the craziest thing is price does end up coming back down, but right after it took out this high right here, and it eventually drops, you know, a little bit lower. I think it does go a little bit lower. Yeah, it does. But as you can see, but we're not going to worry about that. But this is what happens when you step away from your chart. You're not paying attention to your chart, or you're just doing something that's taking your eyes away from the chart, and you don't want to do that as a trader. That is a mistake that I made, and that is hopefully that I can tell you to not make the same mistake as well. You want to luckily for me, I did have a stop loss set in stone, but because I didn't have my take profit set, I missed out on this. I missed out on my take profit getting hit, and I missed out on profits, and instead of having profits, I ended up with losses. So guys, I just want to share that with you really quickly. Don't make those mistakes as a trader. Definitely monitor your trades, whatever you do. If you have to step away from your trade on your phone for some reason, on your computer for some reason, you definitely want to continue to monitor your trades on something mobile, whether you have an iPad, a tablet, or your phone, whatever you can do to manage to take to watch those trades, because you don't want to lose any money with this. And I wanted to show this with you because I did end up taking this loss, and it was a lesson learned, is what happened, because you definitely always want to set your stop loss, set your take profit, and not end up in a situation what happened with me, because I took a loss on this trade here. But hopefully if you saw something on this chart that you know that I didn't see, I'll zoom out a little bit for you. If you saw something on this time that I didn't see that could have possibly prevented me as well from taking a loss, feel free to let me know in the comments section. I always take feedback from anyone that's learning just like me. I will forever remain a student to this market, and just be careful with your trading, guys, because you don't want to be in this situation. So just to let you guys know. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment just in case you see anything that I didn't see, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.